Has it ever happened with you that you sit to study something or do some task, and you've invested so much amount of time but still achieve nothing? You're trying to study that derivative for over an hour now, but still understand nothing at all. You just can't seem to focus. Correct? Now, it's said that our brain never gets tired. It's absolutely correct. Our brain never gets tired. But there's a condition applied. Our brain doesn't get tired when we do a task or an activity which we love. Like, for example, if you ask a player, a person who loves football, he will say that he can play football on and on and on and the entire day. A person who loves to read novel can read an entire book within less than hours. But if you ask the same person to read the textbook, he'll hesitate, he or she will hesitate. So how is that when you sit to study, we tend to lose our focus. We're not able to focus for a very long time. One thing to do to get back our focus quickly is to take break. Snap out of the task that you are doing and take a 10-minute break. If it's possible for you to take a walk, take a walk. If it's possible that you can sit in the balcony, sip some hot coffee, breathe in some fresh air, do that. When I want to take a break, I take a 10-minute power nap, so that refreshes. So whatever possible way you have to take a break, take 10 minutes break, not more. So when you take a break, once you come back from the break, you will see that your mind is actually fresh. You're able to focus much more longer, and the energy level has increased, and there's a sense of vigor now. Also, sometimes what happens is you are trying to do a particular task, you've taken the break, you've taken all the amount of, you have all the amount of focus that's needed, but still you're not able to do that task. Back of your head, there's a voice that keeps saying that this homework is left, you need to study this chapter, tomorrow you have a test on this is pending, that is pending. There's a nagging voice that keeps speaking you when you're doing a particular task. So this time what you need to do is narrow your focus. Quiet all the voices that's coming and narrow your focus to that particular task you are doing. Narrow your focus. Do one particular task that's important and give your 100% focus there. Also, with most of us, what happens is when we're doing a particular task, we tend to do it again and again. You've already learned that chapter, but when it comes to revise, you're revising from that same chapter again. You want to do the same thing again and again and again. That's basically waste of time. And correct? So now here what you need to do is you need to take a step back. Take a picture, take an overview of the entire picture. Okay? See what all things you have in hand. You have to study 30 chapters of bio in a month. You have to study 7 chapters of physics in a week. You need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. Put an overview of all the tasks that you have in hand. Put a timeline across that. कितने टाइम में क्या complete करना है, and accordingly give time to every task. In that way you will not waste a lot of time, first, and second, your effort of doing a particular task will also be reduced. Okay, so take an overview of the entire task and entire list of things that you have in hand and put a timeline across that. Sometimes most of us face a problem is that we do not know where to begin. We have chunked down the task, we have seen the over picture, we have narrowed our focus, okay, but still I don't know where to begin. So for them, I would say use menu of productivity method. Now what I mean by menu of productivity is refer to your to-do list. Like when I go to a restaurant that you know what to order, you know the speciality of that place. But when I do not know the speciality of the place, when I go to a new restaurant, what do? You check the menu, you see what you have to order, see what you need to select and then order, right? Similarly, when you have to do a particular task, check the menu. Check your to-do list. See from the to-do list what all things have you put for today, okay? And pick up from that. Do not go and do something that's assigned for tomorrow or day after just because that's easy. Completely stick to the to-do list that you have done for today. In that way, you make your job much more simpler. Okay, so avoid going off the menu, choose the things from the menu, from your to-do list. And sometimes when I am doing a particular task, what happens is my energy level is down because probably I do not like that subject or I do not like studying those particular chapter, those particular sums. That is also one of the reasons why we are not able to focus. Okay, firstly, I don't like the subject, it's very boring, I am sleepy, my energy level is down. Obviously, you cannot focus. So for such things, what we need to do, for such situations, what we need to do is bring up our energy level, match the energy level with the requirement of the subject or the task that I'm doing. So what we can do is we can balance it out. When you are lazy, when your energy is low, try to do a subject which you like or a concept which you like. Obviously you like the subject, so automatically your energy will match up to that subject, right? And when your energy is extremely high, when you're happy, or you've all pumped up and want to do something, start with doing the subject that you do not like, maybe physics or chemistry. Okay, your choice. So in that way, you're balancing the energy, you're giving the required amount of energy to that particular task and that particular subject. And sometimes there are so many things to do in the to-do list, there's so many tasks that's on priority, that you get overwhelmed with the situation and you just cannot begin. So that happens with most of us. So what you should do here is take small steps, take baby steps, get into the momentum of doing the activity. Like for example, a random example, the bowler, when he's bowling, he first runs, he runs a little long, and then he bowls. He gets his body, he gets into the momentum of bowling the ball. If you're starting an exercise, you first warm up, you get into the momentum, your body gets into the momentum of doing the activity, and then you start with the vigorous exercising activities, right? Similarly, get yourself into the momentum of doing that particular task. So what you can do is start preparing with the notes, get the notes ready, get your notebook ready, keep the supplies ready. If you're doing chemistry, maybe keep the charts. If you're doing bio, maybe keep the diagrams in front of you. Begin with small tasks. As you begin, you will see that automatically your body, your mind is getting into the momentum, and slowly you will build up starting doing the activity. And lastly, set deadlines. So deadlines will force your mind to come into focus, into a mode of focus. So when there is no deadline, like I know in back of my mind that I have 3 months for the exam, I have 6 months for the exam is in the month of May, now it's just December, my mind is already relaxed and it will keep losing focus off and on again and again in the task that I do. But if I set a deadline, if my big picture is clear, my to-do list is clear, the priorities are set properly, and I set proper deadlines for the activities, my brain is forced to stay focused for those activities. Setting deadlines will help you to make your brain stay focused at that particular task for a very long time. Cool. So write to us in the comments and share with us what are the different techniques that you use to bring your focus back once you're distracted. Also, you can mention in the comment what more video topics would you like to see.